Hello, ladies. Today I'd like to talk with you about 5 reasons why your chronic illness may actually be a mold sickness instead. So, the first reason is that you've tried everything else. Now, this may sound really ridiculous, but the reality is that getting a diagnosis of a mold sickness is really difficult, and a lot of times will take multiple doctors to find out. And so, if you've already tried what seems like everything else, then yes, your chronic illness may actually be, in fact, a mold illness. Number two, mold illness is actually one of the common root causes behind things such as chronic headaches, extreme fatigue, extreme allergies, a lot of these other kinds of symptoms that you may be experiencing and you may not know why you have those things, then mold sickness can definitely be one of the reasons behind them. The third reason is that mold can be hidden and it may not necessarily be obvious. So just because you can't see mold in your house doesn't necessarily mean it's not there. So if you are wondering if mold may be the reasoning behind your chronic illness, then you'll need to have some kind of mold testing done. That in most cases will probably require some kind of a professional to assess the levels of mold that are, or maybe are not, in your house. Number four, we spend more times in our homes than any other environment for the most part. Some people, may spend quite a bit of time at work, but most people spend more time in their homes than anywhere else. And environmental root causes can be one of the main things behind a lot of chronic illnesses, and mold illness is a very common source. And so if you have mold in your house, that could definitely be one of the reasons. And number five, and last but not least, mold illness can actually aggravate and make a lot of other things worse. Things such as Lyme disease, Hashimoto's, other autoimmune conditions can actually be made worse by the presence of mold. So I hope you found this helpful. Let me summarize again the 5 reasons. So number 1 is you've already tried everything else. Number 2, mold is one of the lesser known common causes behind things like chronic fatigue, chronic headaches, extreme allergies, that kind of thing. Number 3, mold is often hidden and it may not be visible or obvious, and just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there. Number 4, mold is one of the more common environmental toxins, and we spend so much time in our house that you may be getting exposure even if you're not aware of it. And then number 5 is that mold illness can aggravate and make worse other existing conditions that you may have, like other autoimmune conditions or Lyme disease or things like that. So if you would like more information about this, I invite you to check out the link below to my episode where I interviewed guest Carrie Bakke, who is a holistic health coach who had mold illness and Lyme disease, and talks about how she discovered it, how she overcame it, that kind of thing. And if you're watching this video on YouTube, you'll find the link in the descriptions. If you're watching on my website, then you'll find the link right below it. So take care, have a great day, and I look forward to being able to help you solve a lot of your hidden medical mysteries or symptoms.